So Jay's back, and he's got his verbal knuckle duster on, yeah, to annihilate some people right now. I was asked 2 questions within the space of 24 hours. And I couldn't even answer these questions, especially the one last night. I done a live stream on Instagram. Prior to this, about 2-3 days ago, I watched a video online on YouTube called Being Black or something like that. And it was a panel of 4 guys. 3 of them were black and 1 guy was mixed race. Now, apparently in society, if you're mixed raced, you're classed as black. In my mind, you're not. How can you be black if you have a white parent? How can you be black if your mum's white? How can you be black if your dad's white? That don't make no sense to me. But anyway, people will class this guy as being black. I think he identifies himself as being black because he's proper into, you know, them people, all their life is devoted about this Pan-African bullshit. Instead of making something of themselves and, you know, using that energy into prosperity, they want to put that energy into Pan-Africanism, and I've never been into that bullshit. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I'm proud to, you know, be from Jamaica or whatever, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not going to devote my life to Pan-Africanism, whatever crap it is. Yeah, I just do me. Anyway, panel of 4 guys, and quote unquote, they're all black. And they was talking about, you know, being black. And one of the guys said something that I hate. I hate when this is said. This has been said to me before. And he said that his mum told him when he was a child, because you are black, you are going to have to work twice as hard for half the success. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, last night, I done my first Instagram live stream. And I was asked, what's it like growing up being black? Is that a trick question? I don't even understand what that even means. What does it mean to grow up black? Now today, about 15 minutes ago, I was asked my views on racial discrimination. Racial discrimination does exist. I'd be stupid to say that it doesn't. It does exist. But to be fair, I don't really care about racial discrimination. When I'm asked a question like, what's it like to grow up to be black? Like, are you asking me what's it like to grow up to be human? I don't understand what that question means. I don't understand what it means to be a black man as opposed to being a white man or a Chinese man or an Indian man. I'm a human being. I'm going to face similar challenges to everyone else. Some white people will face challenges that black people will not face. Some Chinese people will face challenges that Indian people won't face, and vice versa. Every race has their set of issues. It's just one of those things. When I'm asked a question like, what does it mean? Like, how was it growing up black? I really don't understand what that means. I think not the person who asked me that question is stupid, because I've heard that question float around. I've heard a lot of people talk about what's it like to grow up and be black. I just think it's so stupid. Yeah. Now, people will be watching this and think to themselves, you are naive. You are blind. You are oblivious. You're not aware of what's going around. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. That people will look and say, yeah, this guy's stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid. Sorry, guys, that I fucked my life up before. I went to prison. I was in a gang. I've been stabbed. Sorry that all of those things have happened to me and I've turned my life around. You know, all of that what's it like to be black and growing up black and working twice as hard, that's an excuse for failure. You see me, I'm on the path to success. I don't make no excuses. I don't give a fuck if anyone puts any hurdles in my way. Yeah? I don't care that allegedly, the workplace is racist towards black people. I don't care. Now, I have seen something once before, and I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it. I did see it. Now, I don't like to pull the race card. The race card is like, like your get out of jail free card. You use it at the last attempt. It's like a reserve. Yeah. When I see a situation and there could be an element of racism in it, I will always leave the black card till last. Yeah. I will exhaust every other avenue before I say, yeah, racism. I'm not going to go into too much details, but once before, a couple of years ago, I was on a construction site and I turned up there as a worker and I said, if there's any positions for supervisors, let me know. They said, no, there's no positions for supervisors at the moment. Cool. A black man has turned up wanting to be a supervisor. He's gone there to be a supervisor, not a worker. He's gone there to be a supervisor. They said to him, we don't have any positions for supervisors. We'll pay you as a supervisor because that's what you enrolled for, but you'll need to be a worker. He said, all right, cool. About a week later, a white man turned up and they made him a supervisor. The fuck? So, I thought to myself, hold on a minute, I requested to be a supervisor. What happened? Anyway, I approached the manager and I said to him, I thought you said can I get a job as a supervisor or whatever? And he said, no, well, we've got our supervisors now, whatever. And so I just left it. Anyway, that guy left. He left. Do you know what they did? They made a white boy a supervisor. I thought, nah, this is taking a piss. Anyway, funny enough, I got fired the next day anyway. That was the only time that I've seen racial discrimination, racism towards black people in the workplace. Now, it might happen, but my thing is, why do you care? Why do you give a fuck? Do you know why I don't give a fuck about racism in the workplace? Because I'm not supposed to be there. Yeah? I am not a worker. Yeah? I'm a leader. So I don't give a fuck if I go into an environment and, the odds are stacked against me, it's a racist environment, black people are not welcome there. I don't give a fuck because I know Jay Wise is not supposed to be in that work environment. I'm supposed to be on my path to be a successful entrepreneur. That's what people's problem is. Yeah? They want to moan about, society's racist and there's a glass ceiling. I've heard black people say there's a glass ceiling for black people in the workplace. Black people, why are you concerned about working for someone else? Why are you not trying to be your own boss? You see those guys on that panel of four men, right? Apparently, they claim to be successful. In my mind, they're not. They're doing well for themselves. I would assume that they have lots of properties or whatever, but they have good jobs, all of them. They speak well. But they're not successful. For the simple fact that, from what I observed them, they're not in a place where they could just stop work and be financially free. So I don't really regard them as being successful. They might be. Now, I don't know them. But me personally, for me to be successful, first of all, I need to be doing my own thing. Yeah, I cannot have a boss. I need to be my own man. And secondly, I need to be financially free. Those guys on that panel will be going to work the next day. Yeah, they have good jobs. Lawyer, fucking surgeon and stuff like that. Don't get it twisted. Them man there doing all right. But I don't really regard them as being successful. So with all this racial discrimination thing and if you're black, there's a glass ceiling. Why don't you look through that ceiling? Why don't you look and think to yourself, you know what? The sky's the limit. Do you know what your problem is? You're destined to be an ordinary person. That's what your problem is. You see me, I'm on the path to success. I expect hurdles. I want hurdles. I want a rough time. I don't want a smooth ride. Believe you me, yeah? I say this honestly. You know, I wouldn't want to win the lottery and become successful. I want that journey. It is tough. It is tough. Trust me. It's easy for people to just want to get a job and work for someone else. Yeah. But that's being lazy. You're being ordinary. Yeah. You're in a workplace and you feel that there's only so far you can go. Why do you not strive to be your own boss? Why don't you strive to be an entrepreneur? Why? Why just grow up, go to school, get a good education, and work for someone else? Why don't you grow up, go to school, get a good education, work for a bit, and then strive to be your own boss? Those guys on that panel, yeah, and especially the guy who's hosting it as well, all he talks about is problems. Oh, there's a problem, you know, with young black people, you know, getting harassed by the police. You're not offering no solutions. Yeah, why don't the young black people start trying to make something of their life? It can be done. I've done it. Oh, there's a problem in the workplace. If you're black, you have to work twice as hard for the same position as a white man. Why don't you focus on getting out of the workplace and being a successful entrepreneur, trying? But no one wants to do that. People just want to lay down and take it. Yeah, you just accept being ordinary. Me, I'm not ordinary. So all of those challenges and stuff like that, they don't apply to me. Yeah? This is where the quote unquote naivety comes into it. This is where the obliviousness is. Man. Because I'm such a quote unquote narcissist, I don't even see anything that's going on. Yeah? I just focus on myself. I think that's what people's problems is. They are too concerned with what's going on around them instead of focusing on themselves. So the answer to, you know, what was it like growing up being black? Do you know what the answer is? Normal. I had the same opportunities as white people. And I know some niggas are gonna come on this channel and leave their little pussy old comments below and say, you don't know what you're talking about, yeah, and then give me their bullshit life experience, yeah. I had no problems growing up being black. Yeah. Opportunities were there for me all the time. And if they weren't, I went out and found them. I made a video called Proof. You know, white people help black people. I gave at least 3 examples. One, when I was a supervisor recently, the white man made me, you know, a supervisor out of everyone else. There was a man older than me, man more experienced than me, white man. No, he made the youngest black man a supervisor. When I was in prison, my tutor from college wrote into the prison to tell the prison that, yeah, you know, this young man, he was on the electrical installation course. He's a really focused young man. He was just on the wrong path. When I came out of prison, a white woman got me an apprenticeship with local council. So there's always been opportunities for me. Yeah? And I know what people are going to say. You're just lucky. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's having a positive mind. Even when I was on the wrong path, sometimes in life, yeah, you have the right person and they're literally just on the wrong path. And that was me. I was a good person. Like, you know, I was a good person at the time. I was just caught up in the wrong time in my life. Yeah. And yeah, people could see that. They could see, you know, this young boy, I was 17, 18 at the time, this young boy, this kid, he's going places. Yeah. They could see it. Because, you know, older people, they got experience. Yeah. Just because they're older don't mean that they know more, but older people, they've been around the block and they know, yeah, this person has the potential to really go far. Everyone has the potential, but some more than others. Yeah. Some it's easier to spot. And I think that's why they invested in me, especially my college tutor. Like, I've never even heard of a college tutor writing into the prison to vouch for someone. Yeah. The woman, when I came out of prison, she got me a job with the council. Yeah. They saw something in me. Yeah, they believed in me. And to that question, you know, racial discrimination, in life, there's always going to be hurdles and challenges. But you use that as an excuse as to why you are not successful. And if you make excuses as to why you are not successful and not only blaming yourself, then you will never be successful.